Please pray with me. Great God of creation, like Philip and Nathanael, we have been addressed by Jesus, our friend and comforter, to discern and follow his way, the truth and the light. We are privileged and thankful to have heard that call and become the people of God. We know this in a time of a great global pandemic marked by serious illness, widespread death, and disrupted businesses. Your people have also come to know the loneliness of social distancing and the separation necessary to protect us and those we love. Yet, in these dire circumstances, we are thankful for our surroundings, which allow us to stroll through our environment, marked by forests, riverbanks, seashores, and snow-covered mountains. For families and friends and colleagues in our personal bubble, and those whom we meet and talk to by Zoom, telephone, email, or text message. We are blessed by a medical system with experienced doctors, nurses, public health leaders, cleaning staff, and food providers who work with bravery and consummate skill to provide medical care, sustenance, and comfort to patients with COVID-19, as well as the myriad of patients who do not have that virus, but are otherwise in need of emergent medical care. Great God, we know that our frontline medical workers are weary and often scared. Provide strength and confidence to them as they continue with their essential tasks for the good of all. We are also relieved and thankful to know that vaccines have been developed in a very short time by hard work of dedicated research professionals. Guide and support those with the monumental task of administering vaccines across our vast country. We are also grateful for our political leaders and processes, with government services provided by dedicated and skilled people, all of which we enjoy in peace and tranquility. We acknowledge the profound contrast between our peace and the upset in the lives of your children, our brothers and sisters in the United States, who are deeply concerned with the violent reactions to a change of government in that country. Provide safe circumstances and wisdom today in that country so that its citizens understand and appreciate the need to recognize others as children of God, who are not some kind of enemy, but individuals deserving of respect, kindness, and care in this complex world. We ask that you envelop in your loving arms the families of those who died or were injured in the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. last week. Place your hands of peace and joy on the hearts of those involved in the political climate of the U.S. to displace greed, lust for power, discrimination, and disregard for human lives and dignity, while rekindling the immense creative power of that nation to provide positive and creative leadership for the world. We can all support that nation with our personal prayers. Do not let us forget our brothers and sisters living on the edges of our society, some suffering in dire circumstances of addiction in the face of a poisoned drug supply on our streets. We watch in horror the senseless killings of those fighting over the ability to market illicit drugs in our communities. Support those who work to change that situation. We all know families guarding and caring for those family members, dearly loved, struggling with memory loss, developing dementia, or living with Alzheimer's disease. Please guide caregivers and keep them healthy with the support they need to care for their loved ones. COVID-19 has brought on very unusual circumstances for students, which are unique in our history. Online learning, different schedules, and small groups divide students from their friends, but also serve to protect the school community. Teachers, professors, teaching assistants, and administrators are facing new, changing, and exhausting challenges daily to teach and at the same time protect their own health, the health of their families, and the health of their students. They cannot receive hugs to assure them of our support, but we ask you, dear God, to walk with each of them each day as they teach, and each night to provide them with restful, rejuvenating sleep. Notwithstanding the pressures of this time, students of all kinds continue to complete and successfully challenge tests and examinations to obtain a higher grade, graduation, or professional credentials. We share their joy and success. We ask your blessings today on the ministers and people of Pender Island Community Church, Peninsula United Church in Surrey, Penticton United Church, and Pitt Meadows United Church. We ask for blessings on Maggie Enright, Deborah Lang, Kathy Kreider, and Bryn Nixon for their ministries to us and for their thoughtful and imaginative leadership through this pandemic. We also give thanks and have been richly blessed by the excellent voice of Christina Chicos for many weeks.